How you guys doing today? So today we're talking about Matthew 13, and we're getting an understanding of why Jesus spoke in parables and what this means and why it was important that he continued to do this regardless. Because people don't hear, they don't see, they don't understand when Jesus tells them. So he tells them and says, figure it out. Figure it out. You guys have this already in you. So we're going to jump right into Matthew 13:11 right now. And we'll back up to 10. The disciples came to him and asked, why do you speak to the people in parables? Okay, so Jesus replied, because the knowledge of the secret of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. This is why I speak to them in parables. Though seeing, they do not see. Though hearing, they do not hear or understand. In them is fulfilled the prophet of Isaiah. You will be ever hearing, but never understanding. You will ever see, but never perceive. For the people's heart has become calloused. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn. I would heal them. Okay, so Jesus really talks about parables, and if you dissect this, it tells you. Many of us will have it right in front of us and never see it. I don't know if you guys have ever had that moment where you're all of a sudden you're looking at something forever, it seems like, and one day it just opens up and it has a whole different meaning. And that's why reading the Bible is so important, because we can always gain knowledge from something that we've looked at for a thousand times. We can always gain something new, a new perspective, so to speak. So this is kind of what Jesus is saying to us, just because we can read this scripture doesn't mean we understand it or we get it, and that's why I'm back in Matthew right now, because I've read this and I've done videos on this. I've talked about this, and today it has a whole different meaning than a month ago. It's just different. It hits me different. So, but blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. For truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see, but do not see it, and to hear what you hear, but do not hear it. Listen then to what the parable of the sower means. So in the beginning he talks about the sower throwing seeds out, and some seeds hit rocky soil, some seeds hit bad soil and don't take, but those seeds that go into the good soil grow in yield. And so that's kind of what he's talking about here. So, and when anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in their heart. So there, yeah. So if you have it in your heart, but you don't have a good root system, you're in trouble. And I think that's what Jesus is saying. Not only hear these words and follow these words, but create a root system. And when I first got into the 12-step program, they always talked to me about have your foundation you have to have a good root system. Stick with the winners, because surely you'll win. And that's what they always said. And it was kind of like Jesus here, a parable. It was just a parable. Stick with the winners. Well, how do you know who the winners are? You know, when I first got into the program till today, many have fallen away. This is true. So, and this is the same with the Bible here. You know, I'm sure that as I dive into it, many will fall away. And I think what Jesus is saying is we can't save them all. We can just try and bring the word to them and do what we can do. So, I mean, this is really interesting today, you know, because I've read these and I've kind of glanced over them like, oh, it's just another parable. But these are important. These are important. So right here, the parable of a mustard seed, and you guys have heard me talk about the mustard seed a lot. I talk about that a lot in my life. I just do. So the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field. Though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest in the garden. Plants or in the garden that he plants, and becomes a tree, so that the birds can come to perch on the branches. So right there, I mean, the smallest seed becomes a big tree, a healthy tree, and that's kind of what we are. We're like small trees or small seeds, and in our foundation, we can grow many trees and let it help as many as possible, like the birds who have somewhere to perch, and all the critters, everything will benefit from this. And that's what Jesus is saying. We'll all benefit from this, you know. And yeah, I mean, he talks about when the good seed grows into the good soil and has good roots, the devil comes and throws weed seeds in, and weeds start growing, and the harvesters will say, do you want us to go pull the weeds? And Jesus says, no, don't go pull the weeds, because you might damage the root system of the good seeds. Wait until harvest time and pluck the weeds first, and tie them in a bundle and throw them into the hottest furnace. And that, when he says that, he continues with that later in another parable here about the gnashing of teeth. People will mourn because the people are the bad seed, the weeds, and they're amongst us, they're with us. And we just need to understand that. And it's not about what they do or what they don't do, it's about what we do, and our seed, and our root system, and our feeding ourselves with the word and the prophet and the gifts that were promised to us. And there's going to be naysayers, and there's going to be haters, and there's going to be all kinds of things out there, and that's okay, because their day will come. And we don't need to fight with anybody about it. We don't need to argue and fuss and fight. We don't need to. We can just be and just dive into the word and try to understand the parables that Jesus gave us. That's important, you know. So right here it says, as the weeds are pulled and burned in the fire at the end of the age. So when it's harvest time, when Jesus comes back, that's harvest time. And the good seeds, the good root systems will be with Jesus. The ones that are not will be bundled and thrown into the hottest furnace, and people will mourn and grieve over this, because some of these people are friends, family, loved ones. We don't know, but it's important that we really go forward with our own self, because at the end it's going to be us with Jesus being judged, us, our hearts. So let's just be strong together, but know that in the end we will face this just us. So everything we do, every choice we make reflects on that day to come. And I'll be the first one to tell you guys, I am a sinner. I am a sinner, and I sin sometimes with even out thought. I don't realize it until after the fact, and I'm like, what did I just do? And I assume that I'm not alone here, and I just would like to, just invite you guys to join, follow along, and spread the good news, because this is good news. And there is naysayers out there. I mean, the video I shot the last time, somebody said, what a crock. Well, that's their opinion, you know. Well, Jesus says right here, there's going to be bad weeds. So, you know, and I could choose to argue, fuss, and fight with them, or I could do what I did and say thank you for your comment and have a blessed day. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and we will talk to you soon. Love you guys. Thanks. It's a wrap. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel today. We hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again soon. Thanks.